Hello and Happy New Year. Now I have to give you a warning, okay? For those of you who don't like hearing curse words or are probably at a young age, say if you're like 5 or 10 years old, just ignore them, okay? There will also be in future Otaku Bandito episodes as well. Man, we're in the basement again because we're going to be reviewing what is known as one of the underrated flight combat simulators in history, Airforce Delta Strike. Now I have to tell you something, Airforce Delta Strike is the motherfucking shit. And I mean, it's an awesome flight combat simulator. And it has literally got like ratings like a 6 or probably a 7 out of 10. But I think this flight combat simulator is awesome. It has like a huge aircraft list. It has over 130 planes, and some of the planes you can't actually play as, and some of them you can unlock. But still, Airforce Delta Strike has a big aircraft list. Don't you think? And this is the third game in the series. The first game in the Airforce Delta series is Airforce Delta Storm that came out in 1999 for the Sega Dreamcast, which was the last of the Sega consoles. Airforce Delta Storm that came out in 2001 for the Xbox, as probably one of the few flight combat simulators for the Xbox, other than Crimson Skies, High Road to Revenge. And this is the third game in the series. And unlike the last two games, this one has a plot, a story, and character development. And yet it takes the style of anime characters, and I'm usually a big anime fan. So, there's not much else to say other than let's review motherfucking Airforce Delta Strike. So, the first thing we're going to talk about in the game is the opening cutscene. It's basically awesome. It shows the aircraft going out of the hangar. It shows the aircraft taking off and flying into the air. Which is kind of cool, don't you think? But you know what would be awesome? If you had like takeoff missions. Like before every mission, or before almost every mission, would go on the runway and take off and go into the air, and if you completed the mission, you would land. So let's review the game. So the first and basic thing we're going to talk about is the aircraft list. Well, I haven't unlocked all of the aircraft in this game, but as we can see, there's a lot of aircraft in this game, and this is a cool feature too. It's called the Aircraft Viewer, and you can view any aircraft you want. Like for example, let's view the F-22 Raptor, because who doesn't want to see that plane? It's basically an awesome aircraft. So the aircraft viewer's basically a cool feature. And you can do all sorts of cool things. you can use the R1 button to fire missiles, and you can use the L1 button to change the color of your plane. And you can also use the X button to use the missiles. So basically R1 and X are the missiles, and there's two different kinds of missiles. There's the regular missiles and the special missiles. And each aircraft has like a special weapon. They're all different. And you can also use the triangle button to use the Gatling gun. So, that's basically the aircraft list. There's also some unlockable aircraft. I only unlocked 11 of them. But from what I hear, there's the Axley and there's some other aircraft. So that's basically 13 unlockable aircraft. Yeah, 13's an unlucky number. Have you ever went to the Monsters house? Their street address is 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Seriously, look it up. And also there's other aircraft, and these are the unplayable aircraft. So basically that's all there is to say about the aircraft list. Let's go into the actual game itself. There's the operation room where you can get the information about a mission you've completed. There's the shop where you can buy aircraft and special weapons for your aircraft. There's the headquarters, and this is basically a cool little thing to put in the game. It shows you your medals, and there's 8 of them. And there's one last medal you have to get, and that is the skull medal. So in order to get that medal, you have to get shot down like 20 or 30 times, I can't remember. But if you get shot down that many times, you get the medal. Now that's fucking insane, don't you think? Because that is like the most insane idea for a medal. Get shot down many times and you deserve a medal. It's insane. Briefing room, we'll come back to that later. Hangar, where you can repair and modify your aircraft, and that means you can only modify your aircraft with paint. Jobs, meeting room and the runway. I'm not going to talk about those because basically you see some people talking and that's it. So we're going to go into the briefing room. And this is where you choose the main mission. So you basically see Lilia. And her last name, I can't even pronounce it. Her last name is really weird. At least it sounds really weird, don't you think? So this is the briefing room. And this part actually has voice acting.
Amelia.
Now, you know what would have been cool? If all the briefings had like cutscenes, anime style cutscenes.
There's been an urgent telegram from HQ.
So basically the briefing room is you hear some people talk and you start the mission.
The enemies infiltrated our territory.
But as I said, it would have been cool to include anime cutscenes with people talking. Because I think it would have been cooler that way, don't you think?
Enemy number and type unknown. Scramble. Scramble. All standby units, move out immediately. Watch yourselves out there.
This is basically a standby
Good luck.
mission.
Make us proud.
That is shown in between the main missions. And it's good because it helps get you some money that you need to buy that you need in order to buy the aircraft you want. Let's play as Ruth Valentine because she has the F-18 Hornets, which we all know as the CF-18 Hornets. It also has a cool loading screen. It's kind of looks like an old 80s computer screen, except it doesn't have any numbers.
Don't give them control of the air. Must be my lucky day.
Uh-oh.
If I take you down, it'll put me closer.
We're already shit out of luck.
I'll get you, Delta. Do you know who killed Deeply?
I also set the controls on the
If your ammo and power look tight,
on the second setting because I think it looks cooler that way. Don't you think?
if you're confident enough,
There's also a first setting which you can only fly left or right in a limited position. Uh-oh. No! Damn it! You better stop shooting that shit at me or else I'm gonna fuck you up! Yes, as I said before, watch out for curse words. Curse words, okay. Uh-oh, I'm shit out of luck. Whoa, man. I'm gonna expect a jump cut, okay? So I'll see you in the jump cuts. You didn't mean to crash my aircraft. Alright, here we are. Well, basically I'm trying to remember how to play this game because I haven't played it in ages. You know, the last attempt I sucked ass. But this attempt's gonna be better.
must be my lucky day.
So, in this controls, R2 is the boost,
I'll get you, Delta.
the afterburner.
Do you know who killed
L2 is the button where you speed down. Alright.
If your ammo and power look tight, pull out of the hot zone.
Of course, the triangle is the
switch
kind of weapons you want.
Punch it out. Commander, are you okay?
The L2 and the R2 buttons are the rudder.
Enemy gun ready.
Uh-oh. Holy shit! He's trying to take me
In
down!
my unit.
This motherfucker's trying to take me down!
Show us your stuff if you got it. Enemy fighter down now.
Oh yeah! Oh, fuck.
Of course,
He went away!
This is an endurance contest.
This game can get incredibly difficult.
This could take a while.
Even when you go up to the space missions, it can get incredibly hard. Alright, let's shoot this fucker down. Oh, missed. Oh, there's the guy we want dead. Leon. This is a fun flight combat simulator.
You can't stop.
But the voice acting in this game is over the top. Uh-oh, what? Shooting missiles at me. Oh, we shot him down. How's that? You better be careful, because we don't want to... You gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm down to 200 health points.
Take some deep breath before fire.
So, that's it for the review. There's not much else to say about this game.
Let's give it some boom.
All the control settings are different. All of the aircraft are different.
Just do
Like,
it.
all the aircraft handle and maneuver differently, and they all have different weapons and different specialties. Like the A-10 Thunderbolt 2 has
Ain't no dummies in my unit.
a 30mm Gatling gun. When in reality, it really does have a 30mm Gatling gun. And it's called the GAU
Pride of the OCC. Let's Take him by
8
surprise.
Avenger, I think. Or is it the GAU-9?
I don't care what you have to do. Just show me some spirit. Well, now we can win this
Oh, I
fight.
missed. Now we're going on to the conclusion.
You can't stop us.
So, in conclusion, Airforce Delta Strike is an awesome flight combat simulator game. I'm gonna give this game a rating of an 8 out of 10. Airforce Delta Strike is an awesome flight combat simulator. It has a lot of good things about it. It has a huge aircraft list, and all of the aircraft have different specialties and different special weapons, and they all handle differently. And not to mention, the characters are all styled after anime characters. But not everything is good about this game, okay? The voice acting is over the top, but it's not the worst voice acting though. I've heard worse voice acting in games, like Ride to Hell Retribution, which has the worst voice acting ever. But still, Airforce Delta Strike is an awesome flight combat simulator game. So, if you're a fan of flight combat simulator games, and if you want a good flight combat simulator game, get Airforce Delta Strike, or any of the Ace Combat games, including Ace Combat Assault Horizon. And let's move on to the question of the week. Now here's our question of the week. Well, since Airforce Delta Strike is a flight combat simulator, let's ask a aircraft-related question. Do you think that the Royal Canadian Air Force should buy the F-18E Super Hornet instead of the F-35 Lightning II? I think so. What do you think? So I'm gonna get the greeting underway, okay? Happy New Year to all of my viewers, and I'll see you later.